Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of Football Manager 2018 New Zealand to the World. I am Parkera as always, and it's great to have you here. Today is the season preview. Yep, as you know, we got promoted, won the championship for the first division, and we are in the National Regional Football League Premier Division. So there's a few things happening. I've had a few initial expectations and just little financial bits and bobs, so you'll see those probably now as I'm talking in the screen in front of you. So just have a nosy through those. We've also I'm on a coaching course, yay, and real good news, and I'll touch on it now, but I'll also go into depth if it does show. We managed to re-sign on loan, so we extended the loan of good old David Edge. So Edge is still going to be with us for this season, so I'm really happy with that. You can't complain. So let's have a quick look at the finances. Here's the financial information for my attention. We did make a profit last month, so we'll have a quick look at here, just the overview, and then we'll go into a bit more depth. So we're currently okay financial position, overall balance of 64,250. Profit loss we made this month, so I'm just presuming that's July, because it's the 2nd of August. 47,779. Now a lot of that was because of a cash injection we got for the TV rights, which is always good. So that's really helped. Income this month was 63. So again, that would go into the reasoning behind it, and as you can see, that is also covered by $41,000 worth of sponsorship. And expenditure was just over 15.5k, and that is staff wages. So it's interesting that we're spending almost 8,500 on staff wages. I'm going to have a look into that. I know I am trying to change my assistant manager up, and a few other things. We have got a couple of guys on board, and I will touch that as well. The main kit sponsor for 1 year is 25k, and then we had an additional kit sponsor, 2-year deal, for 32k, which is good. I mean, it's not bad for this club. And if we have a quick look at projection, it looks pretty good, but there's nothing being done about it. So there's our overall best 11 for last season. Pretty much a stable part of the club. Transfers I'll touch on. We are scouting, like I said, it is. That's our pre-season so far. The season proper will be kicking off against Hamilton Wanderers on November. And then so in this division, we're going to have some real good games. It's going to be tough. We're going to face one of our rivals, Waitakere, and another couple of our local rivals in Glenfield's Forest Hill. So it's going to make some interesting games coming up. Squad depth, just based on 4-4-2, and I've taken the things off so it will show us. I am scouting for a fullback and also a first-team fullback, because Edge just isn't quite there. And I'm also looking for a backup central defender. I think Hearn will do the job, but I think we need that extra one. And I'm also going to start scouting for another goalkeeper just to help Bennett out there. In terms of right midfield, I am probably going to stick with these two. I'm pretty happy with the rest of the team at this stage. You will see we are placed at 25-1 to finish 6th or mid-table in the league. So that's pretty good. Let's see if we can do it, really. Okay, if you had seen some of my tweets, we are 12th of May. We are about to go ahead and do the transfers. The draw for the Chatham Cup for our second round. In the tweet, well, what I realised was that for some reason this database is really screwed. All the regional leagues have not got a season this year. The Premiership, like the Hyundai Premiership, the top level, the franchise level, that's fine. But all the regionals, they're screwed. So for the 2018-2019 season, there's been no football. So I've been able to get a whole lot of friendlies and a whole lot of other things going on. To say frustrating is doesn't even touch base into what I was so. What I hoped to do would be when November kicked over or when October ticked over, it would reboot and do something and show the league fixtures. No. What I ended up doing was arranging some fixtures, some friendly leagues and friendly games, and going on holiday. We've come back today to view the draw for the Chatham Cup second round. We'll then go on holiday for about a month, and then we will be back for the Chatham Cup second round. So each Chatham Cup game will be recorded live to make up for the lack of season games. We'll be doing in right now, as you can see in the screen, how we have for a while. We're going to be covering some of the transfers that have come in. Oh. Okay, anyway. Let's start with the outs. A few players went to other teams. There's about, let's just touch on them. Alex Stevens went to Bay Olympic. Yep, no worries. Oliver Cisse went to Three Kings. I don't understand his thought pattern here, because Three Kings were relegated from the Premiership last season and now are in the Division 1. So Oliver Cisse has now dropped down from a Premiership team to a First Division team. Why, I don't know, because he was easy second choice for as a central midfielder. Nick Cameron, I was disappointed to see Cisse go. I was very disappointed to see Cameron go, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I kind of understand. You'll see later why. And he's getting on age and stuff, so it's all the best. Tyler Roper, yeah, who cares? Jack Vaughan, this is a nice. I don't know if this is a muck up with the database or what. He took a contract with Waitakere City, and I thought I'd be a smart ass, and I said, well, come back, what the hell? And he came back to us the next day. I don't know what happened or how this worked. I don't know. I don't know. Because I saved the game after he left, and then I put that cheeky bid in knowing it wouldn't be accepted. I came back, loaded up the game, and he's in our squad again, and it's the next day. And it was quite weird because he was our vice captain, and we got the message to replace the vice captain, and his name's back on the list. That's how I knew he'd come back. And that's like, what the heck? I don't know. Twilight Zone. Anyway, and the young goalkeeper whose name I couldn't pronounce and don't have to worry about anymore, he went to Mangere, which is another crazy decision, but okay, so be it. We're going to have to look for a goalkeeper a backup keeper anyway. But let's get into some of the positives here. Now, some additions. So Zane O'Leary, he's a midfield centre. He came in on trial. Scouts picked him up. I thought, well, we'll bring him up in trial, we'll see how he goes. So he impressed in a 4-week trial. He's played a few non-competitive matches, as you'll see there. 16 non-competitive, or 18 if you can count those 2 cups I created for friendlies. He's done all right. He's only 22 years old. I think he's got some potential about him. We are working on just basic training for him. I like the look of him. In terms of comparisons, he's rated our number 2, which is good. I mean, when he came in, Cisse was still with the club, so he was down further in the pecking order. He was going to be basically 3rd or 4th choice, but he would have saw some game time. Esnato Lopez from Mangere United. Really impressed with this guy. He is able to play pretty much anywhere. Obviously, as a winger is his best position. We are using him as just a left midfielder. But if you look at those stats, he's 26. He's from he's Salvadorian, so he's an international. But he's far and wide better than anyone else we have. I mean, we've been using Haaland. I mean, you just look at this difference there, and we play him as a winger. Nice and simple like that. So I'm really happy with those stats there. I'm not going to go over too much in the stats. I'm going to let you guys just to have a look. if we have a look at his history, because he is foreign, so he's gone from kicked off in Australia, only the lower leagues, then a few seasons in Argentina, and then 3 years in Mangere, and then we stepped him up. Yeah, not bad. David Ricardo, another great signing, another player we had on trial and snapped him up. His preferred position is a poacher. We're not really retraining him, but in the training he's being trained as an advanced forward, mainly because we have Nick Sudgeon, who I still want to keep as that poacher role, but I'm going to kind of swap and change them as poachers. I don't know if 2 poachers will work. I might play with that in the next game, in the Chatham Cup, but we'll see how we go. His finishing's only 9, and his first touches, is 10, but he's got some real good pace and acceleration. And I believe we are just doing the general advanced forward training. We're not focusing on finishing because that's covered anyway. And Jack Vaughan, there's no point going over him in this game because you've probably already seen a little bit of him. So, also I asked a question in the tweet river if anyone would be interested in this meet the squad sort of a video. So I am going to do that. I think with all the issues, I'm going to go through the Chatham Cup until we win it or knocked out. And then I'll do a meet the squad just before the next season actually starts. So we've gone through another transfer window. And then you can meet the squad as we go into really the first proper league in the Premiership. Okay, so I'll just have a quick nosy here of your schedule for you. We've taken too long as it is, so hope. So yeah, there's all the friendlies you can see, and that's them. I've got scheduled until the Chatham Cup, and as you see, there is no. That's when the next league runs are. So all whole friendlies, leagues, friendlies. But anyway, we've got something to have a look at. So it's the second round of the Chatham Cup today. So let's have a look at the second round. Oh, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. You draw. Okay, so it's already told me. So, the big draw. So we're going to play either Waimak, which is, I believe, short for Waimakariri United, or Christchurch United in the second round of the Chatham Cup. Okay, guys, I tell you, this afternoon, just the things that's happened the last hour and a half, I've seriously not rage quit. I've just kind of been like, wanted to just absolutely, I was pissed off, but more like, oh, what the fuck. I'm just hoping these things would work and it will kick on and there'll be no issues, because okay, it's New Zealand to the world. I'm prepared, if I have to make the game work, maybe I just do something to put myself in one of the Premiership teams. But I don't want to do that. I want to just, if it takes me 2 or 3 seasons to get a better opportunity, that's what I want to do. I mean, I'm with Shaw, so it's my team as well, Anyway, that's enough. I mean, you're going to be looking at more Chatham Cup after you just watched a fair bit of Chatham Cup not long ago. I am Parkera, guys. Look, I hope you do like this video. Put your like in there, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Have you ever run into anything like this? Have you heard of it? Have you ever come across it? I'll see you next time, and hopefully it will be for the Chatham Cup first round. It'll be some game time, and I'll have the oomph back that I've been deflated with this last few hours. Take care of each other and yourselves, I'm out of here.